I missed anybody who scored?
Ben Victor,
yeah, same thing. So, I mean, I think the more balanced that we can be, I think that presents a challenge for defenses. And again, I'm just really, really happy, going forward.
That's what I was going to say. Did you notice the Indiana defense having to come to grips with things as the game went on, that they maybe weren't, that loosened them up, or whatever you want to call it, as it went on, compared to the way they started playing you guys? With JK.
Yeah, what do you, I
mean, in other words, with JK going for 181 yards, right, and JT throwing for 300 and stuff, did the defense get a little looser in front of you from the standpoint of how they were attacking it?
Yeah, I think so, because, again, once you start developing tendencies and once you start really passing the ball around all over the field, that gives you, the defense has to respect that. So instead of having 7-8 guys close to the box, all of a sudden, next thing you know, you've got 5 guys or 6 guys that you can handle, especially in the run game. And that's where I think really helps continues to make sure that we're balanced. Because again, if you've got 8 guys in the box, it's really hard to run the ball. But all of a sudden, next thing you know, you've got cover 4 back there, and those guys have to respect the run game or the pass game itself. And so that's where I think, yes, it did help us.
And what do you remember most of? What do you expect from Saturday night from these guys defensively? What stands out about them in your mind?
Oklahoma?
Yeah, Oklahoma.
I mean, they're big and they're very athletic and they're talented up front. I think that those guys, you got to give a lot of respect to them. Watch a film 90, 87. I remember playing 87 last year, 92, 93, some of those guys. They're big. I mean, they're big dudes. They're big boys. So we can watch a film, watch a spring game on those guys, and again, seeing how they move, and just looking forward to a great matchup with them.
Are you glad that you played a team like Indiana week 1 in that situation, or Oklahoma, a bigger game in the first week of the season?
Good. I mean, I guess you get to pick when your poison is. So do you want a first game, you want a second game, whatever the case is. So the way it ended up, having on the second game, looking forward to a good challenge, and they get to come to our house this year. So it was a cool experience in Oklahoma or Norman last year. Great atmosphere, great crowd. Just so they'll get to taste up north and how we do it up here. So I'm looking forward to it.
Really, 29 carries for JK seems like a lot for a guy playing as a true freshman playing his first college game. But do you think that was actually a good thing, getting him a lot of reps early just so he can get up to that live game experience? Because it seemed like second quarter, he seemed like he hit his stride a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I think, the more developed and the more experience that the kid can get, absolutely, I think it helps. And especially you become more comfortable with the game, the speed of the game. Being a running back, how hard you're going to get hit sometimes. So those guys are really happy for him. Again, I think he's got a lot of confidence in the guys up front with us, especially in the offensive line. Just going forward, I think he trusts us, and we're going to make sure that we protect him.
And I know in certain situations, you mentioned the Weber-Dobbins partnership almost seemed like they complement each other. You guys probably, I don't know how you guys often if you use in practice, but how valuable do you think that is going to be, where you have Weber's more of a power guy, and then if he wears them down, you turn it to JK, and you can probably rip off a nice 30-40 run.
Yeah, I mean, it's something defense has got to be able to honor itself and understand, especially when they scout us. Again, just got to make sure those guys stay healthy, make sure we don't have any cheap shots on our backs or anything, and we'll take care of it.
Really schematically against Indiana, did you notice that they were dropping a lot of guys into coverage and you guys didn't have to do as much in terms of pass protection up front?
Yeah, a couple times. I mean, especially in the goal line, the red zone area. There was a case where, there was a 3-man rush and they drop 8. So, again, just block the guys up front, make sure JT's put in a position that he can throw the ball clearly, and let's go win some games.
Do you expect to see more of that against Oklahoma, or would they bring that guy off the edge? Do you expect them to bring more of a pass rush?
To be honest with you, I'm not really for sure which one they'll do. All I know is I got to make sure I block that guy and he doesn't hit JT. So.
Billy, could this turn into a shootout with Mayfield and JT flinging it a little bit around the yard, or are you just going to?
I mean, yeah, I guess it could be. I guess.
Who knows?
I mean, who knows? It's a scheme versus scheme. So again, like I just told my man here, I got to make sure I block that guy, and then everything else, the JT and our defensive staff will take care of the rest. So I'm looking forward to. I know our defense looks for a great challenge. Again, explosive offense on that side of the ball. Talented, left tackle, Baker Mayfield, the receivers, running backs, that whole entire crew over there is just as talented. So really making sure that our guys are ready for the challenge and healthy and ready to go. So.
Billy, at one point in your life, you started your first game and then started your second game. What is the biggest difference Brandon will notice from having a game under his belt?
See, I think the difference between Brandon, though, is Brandon and myself, because I was in 19 and he's 20, turning 21. So I think that makes a big difference, especially because you got the grips of college. He's got experience. He's got snaps that's already been in there, in his career. So I think that makes a huge difference, and he'll be more comfortable with it. I think, again, Oklahoma presents, there's some pretty big boys over there, and little bit taller, a little bit thicker than Indiana guys. So, and it'll be different in that aspect for him. So, but I think again, preparation through this week, he'll be good, and looking forward to a confident game going in there.
Billy, this is the kind of thing that we ask you guys about all the time. Is revenge real? Like, you guys went to their place and beat them. Are they going to actually play better on Saturday because they're ticked off that you beat them last year? Or is that not a thing?
That's another headline question. When you say revenge, all of a sudden, next thing you know, ESPN goes da-da-da, you know.
But you guys have lost to teams, and then you play in the next year. Do you actually play better because you're mad that you lost them the year
Does
before?
motivation carry
Yeah, I think
over?
that's a motivational factor. I think that absolutely. I don't know. I don't like to use the word revenge itself, just because again, that's a headline word for me. I think that they've been preparing. I know. I've heard things. In the off season, again, from the history of. Whatever the stadium name is, wherever the history of the Norman Stadium in there is, those guys, again, they don't lose at home. So I think that we came in, we were very well prepared last year, took care of business, executed at a pretty high level for us. Again, one of our better games from last year. So I think that they come in here with a chip on their shoulders again, coming into the horseshoe. I don't remember the last time they were here. I don't know at all, and I think that they will be very, very prepared. I think that again, watching us against Indiana, where we struggled, what we did, some challenges to present with us, I think absolutely they'll come in here with a little bit of chip, and it's gonna be a fun matchup. I'm really looking forward to it because again, you put on 7 o'clock night game. Again, it's the Buckeyes and Sooners. We're gonna have some fun this weekend.